Good afternoon, everyone. I apologize. We had a little audio problem there, but I'm Dr. David Green. I'm the Deputy Chief with Colleton County Fire Rescue and the county's emergency manager. And we'll go back to the first slide here. As of 11 o'clock this morning, National Hurricane Center provided an update that projects that Colleton County will receive 20 to 30 inches of rain in our area through Friday, beginning tonight. To put into perspective, that's 2 to 4 times greater than the amount we received during the entire month of August as an average. We're also under a tropical storm watch and a storm surge watch as of 8 o'clock this morning. And a flood watch was issued for our area this morning at 8 o'clock, and it does not expire for 5 days from now. So this first slide, going back to it, you can see the current position of Tropical Storm Debby is off the coast of Florida, and it's anticipated to cross the Big Bend of Florida and then sort of stall out. So when it stalls, that's what's going to produce most of what they're terming catastrophic and historic rainfall that we'll see in our area this week. The tropical storm force wind probabilities, we expect 20 to 30% chance of tropical storm force winds, and those are probably more likely to be seen along the coastal areas of Edisto Beach and Bennett's Point, compared to our western areas like Smokes and Lodge are less likely to see those. When will they arrive? The most likely arrival is going to be between 8 p.m. Monday night and 8 a.m. on Tuesday morning. And of course, the earliest reasonable time that it would arrive would be tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning. We could also experience some storm surge from that onshore flow that we'll get. So as you can see, Edisto Beach is predicted to see between 1 and 3 feet of storm surge from Tropical Storm Debby. But again, the biggest threat that we're going to see is the rainfall. And as you can see on this map, their Weather Prediction Center is predicting between 20 and 30 inches of rain over the next week. So that's starting Sunday night until Friday at 8 o'clock in the morning, which is obviously a tremendous amount of rain, and why they're starting to use the terms catastrophic and historic to describe the rainfall amounts that we're expected to receive. This is the flash flood risk that we have to our area over the next 5 days. And what we see is we're in the highest level, at least 70% of the area that we'll see flash flooding in the areas in the next 5 days. And finally, we want to share with you the key messages from Tropical Storm Debby. So heavy rainfall is certainly the biggest threat to our area. There's some storm surge that we may see, and that in conjunction with the rainfall will prevent some of the rain from following its normal path of drainage. So it could complicate the flash flooding that we're going to see. And the winds, of course, are going to be gusty. You know, we may see 30 to 45 mile per hour winds in areas, and that along with some of the rainfall that we have, we may see trees down and power outages. Some of the updates that we have for everyone in Colleton County, we began sandbag operations today at 2 o'clock, just a few minutes before that. They're available at Fire Rescue Headquarters. We shared the building with Public Works. That's at 113 Mabel T. Willis Boulevard. And the entrance to gain access to the sandbags is on Snyder's Highway. There's signs there that show where the sandbags are. They're also going to be run tomorrow between 8 and 5, and that's weather permitting, as long as the weather doesn't get too bad. If you're not registered for Code Red is the emergency notification system we use in Colleton County. I really urge you to register for that. You can put in your mobile phone number, home phone number, your email. You can register for text alerts, and that will allow us to send you notifications should anything areas become untenable or areas that need to be avoided. You can register for Code Red at colletonfire.com/Code Red. That'll take you to a link where you can create an account and then change the settings to how you want it. If you live in a flood prone area, the areas that normally flood anytime we have a large rainfall event, which are a lot of areas in Colleton County, you need to be prepared to seek higher ground and definitely monitor your news and local outlets that you have, and we'll certainly send out notifications through the Code Red system if there are any areas that become untenable. This appears to be a long duration event, so we're not just going to get rainfall along the coast. The rainfall is going to be slightly lower amounts, but we're going to see it all the way up into the Midlands. And anytime we get rainfall like that in the Midlands, it tends to make the rivers swell as the days go on. So, the rainfall may stop by Friday, but the rivers may continue to rise long beyond that into next week and perhaps the week after. So the folks that live along the Edisto River, they need to really be cautious and keep an eye on things. Again, stay tuned to Code Red for that, and be aware that we may be sending out information on areas along the river that if it rises unexpectedly. It's very important to not drive past barricades. DOT is going to be out in force, and they're going to be closing roads if they become flooded. Those roads, if they have a barricade up, do not, under any circumstances, drive past it. They're closing the road because the road may be undermined. It may be flooded to where you can't see the edges of the roadway. And if you pass by the barricade and you end up in a situation where your car is swept away, or you're flooded and you can't get out of your vehicle, you're putting first responders' lives at risk. And we want to avoid that at all costs. So please do not drive past barricades. The term is always turn around, don't drown. Other than putting first responders' lives at risk, we certainly don't want anything to happen to any of our citizens. So obey those barricades and don't pass by them. We've been working throughout the weekend with all of our partners, the Sheriff's Office, the Department of Transportation, Colleton County Public Works, DSS, the school district, our administration, our county council, in order to prepare for this event. And all indications are that it will be a significant event and that it will be a long duration event. So we all need to be prepared for it. We don't currently have any sheltering planned, but we have our partners on standby, our Red Cross and DSS partners on standby should a sheltering effort be necessary. That's all the information we have for you today. We're going to continue to send out information on our social media, so it's important to follow the social media, Facebook and Twitter pages. Make sure you're following them to keep up with any information that we're sending out. And we'll have another live stream tomorrow to provide additional information. But every time throughout the weekend that we've been receiving information, it's been getting progressively worse. The rainfall was only 6 to 8 inches, I think, on Thursday and Friday. And then it's become something that again, the Weather Service is using the terms catastrophic and historic. And anytime the Weather Service is using the word historic, we've really got to pay attention to it. So we really do run the risk of having some catastrophic rainfall impacts here in Colleton County. So everybody needs to be prepared for that in the coming week. In the meantime, if anybody has any questions, we want to urge you to reach out to the EOC. That number is 843-549-5632. Or again, follow our social media accounts and you can post questions on there. Thank you for your attention today. And again, we'll provide another live stream tomorrow and continue to push information out on our social media. Thank you.